All right, today we shall talk about our favorite Indian sweets. It could be our favorite Indian sweet, or if you have more than one, you can talk about that. So, shall we start? I think let us begin with Chandni.
Since I have a sweet tooth, so I love all the sweets, all Indian sweets. But my favorite one is coconut burfi. The reason I like coconut burfi is because of coconut, because I love coconut. Like, if you put anything in coconut, I can eat that. So now over to dad.
All right, thank you. Very difficult thing to answer. Just like you, I do like a lot of burfi despite not having a sweet tooth. But I don't like sweets too much in the sense that I like it, but I don't love them. Um, it's difficult to say on a grading scale. Maybe sweets made of chenas I like better than sweets which are dry. But if you want to pick one or two favorite ones, I'll say jalebi. Jalebi on many level I like jalebis because they remind you of human nature, and being a psychiatrist I always look for emotions hidden behind. There are many people who are like jalebis. They're full of sweetness when you taste them, but when you look at what they see, how they behave, they're very much convoluted, just like a jalebi. So this is a common Indian phrasing too, that he looks like or talks like or behave like a jalebi.
Which means that he's twisted. Yeah.
Also, the jalebis I like hot. Like any emotion, it is hot and raw. They're very good. I like jalebis which are served hot, piping hot, but with a twist that I would always like to have it with a bit of a curried vegetable. It is it is a killer for me to have jalebi with puris and sabji. That is one of my favorite dreams, to have jalebi, puri and sabji. I can have two or three jalebis at that point. And also, the crisper it is, the better it is to taste, just like human beings. The more crisp and smart you are, the more better you look. Soggy ones, just like old age, start getting to your bones. You don't look very attractive. You lose your freshness. You still taste sweet, but that sogginess comes in, sweeps in. So again, jalebi for me is a metaphor for life as well. Uh, Second comes in mind is rasgulla in any form. Rasgulla is again a rounded things. Uh, Being of a particular body type myself, I kind of like things which are round, including my reflection too. I do look a very rounded rasgulla, a bigger version of it in clothes. Sweet too, because I am very sweet. People have told me. I don't know whether they've tasted me or not, but they do tell me that I am sweet. Now, rasgullas also come in very different size and shape. Bengali rasgullas are full of syrup, whereas if you go north, rasgullas become more drier, smaller in size, and they are not that tasty. Still, I love, because coming from Bihar, I do love the Bengali version of rasgullas. And rasgulla dipped in milk, which then becomes kind of your what is that called? Chena? No, what is that called?
Oh, chena pies.
No, no, yeah, chena pies or rasmalai. So those things are like milk. So yeah, so enough from me.
Yeah, but I'm surprised you left one out, which is your favorite. That's your favorite, and you left it out. Motichur laddu, you left it out.
That is not my favorite because that is easily available. That is why I like it.
Oh, I always assumed it was your favorite. Anyway, so, Buddy, would you like to now throw some light on your favorite Indian sweet?
I think probably I would say difficult to pick one. I would say Kaju Barfi, uh, and I think I mean, I don't have a sweet tooth as such, so I like sweets that aren't too sweet. So that's probably why I like Kaju Barfi, because it's not too sweet, and other ones like Motichur Laddu uh, and Besan Laddu. I don't like Rasgulla, but Gur ka Rasgulla, that I like. Any gur based stuff I like.
It's more grounded to the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, that's a. And kheer is, of course, Sabudana kheer.
Yeah.
I think these are the main ones.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
No, not a hint.
So yours truly now. Now, for me, it always will have to be the king of sweets, cham cham. I mean, in my view, of course. So it is the sweet of all sweets, the sweetest of all sweets. And unlike Bunny, my son Bunny, I like, if it is a sweet, I like it to be really sweet. I don't want it to be mildly sweet. I want quite a bit of sweetness in it. And cham cham really, is pretty sweet, to be honest. So I like it, and it's like a white sort of cylindrical sort of sweet, and there is also a Bengali version of it which has cream in it, but I don't like that cream one. I like the simple one, white cylindrical, and that's it. Very sugary, very nice, and it can sometimes come in other colors also. And I've noticed that some people tend to put some coconut on the colored ones. I mean, I like coconut as well, as much as the next person. But what I feel is that the cham cham is already perfect, and so if you tamper with perfection, what's the point of that? So there's no need for the coconut bits on top of the thing. On the other hand, I do like coconut sweets a lot, like my daughter-in-law, because my mother made them so well. I just remember. I also like something which is very unusual, which is kaddu ka kheer. I like that a lot because, again, it takes me back to my mother and all that sort of thing. No, won't get emotional. So, and what else do I like? Yeah. So, I mean, if you like kind of think of, the sweets as a ladder, then on the top ladder, the topmost would be cham cham, and then maybe on the second, third, or fourth would be kala jamun. That's also nice. And the others, yes, besan laddu is also pretty good. But cham cham is the best, I feel, and it is. I feel it's pure ecstasy. I really like it. So here ends our.
No, but let me ask supplementary question to
Yes.
Sunbai.
Yeah.
What is one sweet that you will not eat ever, even if it is given a gold plated to you?
Parval mithai.
Oh yes, I
What about
remember
you,
you
Bunny?
telling me.
Yeah, I think probably the same one.
Same one.
What about you?
And so I don't mind it, but okay. So what do you have against the poor parval mithai? What do you have against it? What is it about it that you don't like? Is it the fact that a sabji has been turned into
Yeah,
a
I
sweet?
think
You
that's
don't
the
like the
reason,
idea.
And the
And
boiled
it's
one.
not even sweet.
Yeah.
What about you?
Like it's a tasteless.
Tasteless sweet.
Sorry, I kind of beg to differ. It is nice. You know I don't know if you have tasted it, isn't it? You have tasted it.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, you know what they do basically, I don't know really, but I think they boil the parval. I think so.
Yes.
And then they put khoya and stuff inside it. It is tasty. It is
What
tasty.
about you? What sweet you will not have,
Oh, I will not have. Ah.
even if given under a gunpoint?
Well, if given under a gunpoint, I would have it. But
I don't think you're such a big fan of rasgulla. Is it?
rasgulla, not a big fan of rasgulla.
I mean, I will eat anything, gunpoint or no gunpoint.
Yeah.
But yeah, batasa is one thing I'll make a. Batasa is a pure, very rural kind of rustic sweet, which you get only in. It's made purely of sugar,
It is.
syrup,
Yeah.
and dried, and that is one sweet I mean that shouldn't be even called sweet. That is pure poison.
I feel the same way about khaja. Khaja.
Wow, khaja is
Khaja, I've always considered khaja. I mean, I think khaja should not claim to be a sweet. It is so humble.
No,
and,
no, khaja is
but
more like
once
a-
my father-in-law said, no, that's not right. He said, if that means you haven't had silau ka khaja. He said, so maybe silau ka khaja is something
No,
different.
no, khaja is different.
And,
I mean, khaja is not even acquired taste. It depends upon what kind of, like, you can have puris or chapatis made in home, and then you can have puri and chapati made in a restaurant. You can have different places will have different taste for the same thing.
That's true.
But silao ka khaja is a quite good. This acquired taste, but
Yeah.
quite
Possibly,
good.
possibly.
Okay, on
And,
this very sweet talk, let's finish it off.
all right then. Bye.